Alright, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Juan Ferdinand Amanda and I'm from English Major Study Group K1 and my student ID is 200-205-0037. And today I want to talk about psychology problems encountered by EFL students in speaking class at Universitas Islam Riau, authors by Muhammad Ilyas Miranti Eka Putra and Isnania Nurani, published at journal ur.ac.id. The focus of the presentation is investigate the physiological problems of English foreign language learners in speaking. Before I give explanation to the main topic, let me introduction about speaking skill problem in teaching and learning speaking physiology problems. Knowing speaking problems that are encountered by the student is really necessary and helpful for both teacher and students. All of those problems are inseparable with students' speaking skill and possibly make them reluctant to speak during the class. Based on researcher observation, it could be identified the problem as follows. The student cannot speak English fluently and did not even want to speak at all during the speaking class due to lack of knowledge related to the topic being discussed. And some due to lack of vocabulary, it needs much effort to express what is performing on their minds verbally and cannot be separate from someone problems related to their speaking performance. On the other hand, speaking English is not a straightforward or easy undertaking, breathtaking, even for English studies student. Speaking skill. The abilities to speak is related to communicative competence. This is physically intensive activity for students of all ages. Speaking in foreign language is required to share understanding with others. Physiological problem. Motivation, anxiety, and self-esteem are three traits that hamper EFL student in English speaking class according to Arianti 2016 researcher. Furthermore, according to Johanna on 2012, there are at least 5 variables that prevent students from speaking in English class: fear of making mistake, shyness, anxiety, lack of confidence, and the last one was motivation. All of these elements are consistent with the psychology problems that have surveys. Low self-confidence, anxiety, low self-esteem are three types of psychiatric problems that influence speaking class according to Arifin on 2017. Alright, on the confidence is one component or factor that influence a student's ability to talk self-confidence like I was doing right now according to Murray on 2006 on chapter or page 53. The second main topic was anxiety. Anxiety is a subject sensation of tension, fear, uneasiness, and worry caused by autonomic nervous system being activated. How in this quote by Horwitz et al. On 1986. In other words, anxiety refers to particular anxious feeling encountered learners that cause worry and nervous. Teacher must persuade children that making mistake is both acceptable and beneficial because they may be learned from. One of the words that may deter students from communicating is this. One of the emotion is the dread of making mistake. As one of the issues that may prevent students from speaking, teachers must persuade students that making mistake is neither wrong nor harmful because mistake may be learned from them. And the last main topic was low of self-esteem. Perhaps the most relevant features of human conduct is self-esteem. Without self-esteem, confidence, understanding of on oneself, and conviction in one's skills, there is no way to carry out successful cognitive or emotive action. Quote by Brown on 2000. It means that self-esteem has an impact on a wide range of activities as well as many other elements of human life. One of them has an impact on your ability to communicate when challenged with their speaking performance, which is usually encountered by adult students and at university level. Self-esteem becomes one of the biggest challenges for students to overcome. To put in another way, kids who have low self-esteem are more likely to have poor communication skills. Their English fluency will suffer as a result, and they will feel like a failure, which they just get to learning, right? Don't have to be like that. And then finally, was based on the data as mentioned before, it can be stated that the EFL students still face several problems in their speaking skills, particularly in speaking for social intercultural communication class. The data was analyzed from students' answer on questionnaire and then supported by their answer in the interview. So the physiological problems that prominently encountered the student were loss of self-esteem. The conclusion is he, EVL student at Universitas Riau faced some problems in speaking skills, particularly in the subject of speaking for social intercultural communication class. The data were analyzed from student answer on questionnaire, questionnaire, then supported by their answer in the interview. The physiological problem that prominently encountered the student was low self-esteem. They were unable to speak in English as more their friends. Then they felt they had not much to be proud during the class due to several problems. Most of the students tend to feel they fear failure because they have not improved their speaking skills yet, due to several linguistic problems which encounter them at the same time. Well, just need to practice, practice, and practice. Practice makes perfect, right? Sometimes students kind of dumb and lazy. The data were analyzed from student answer on questionnaire and supported by their answer in the interview again. Fine. I think that's all for today. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.